MicheleMarieDalene to you guys. It is the 1st of November 2015, and of course today I want to let you know about a couple of different things that are going on this week, and because one of them is Ask Us Anything. And Andrew Pauline wants to be a part of that, and he wanted to know if we'd like to try doing another live Ask Us Anything. And I said to myself, okay. So, but we're not doing it the Google way, in a sense. I might set the other computer up just in case he has problems going out long distance from Newfoundland, Canada to Connecticut. We don't know if he should or not. But if he does, obviously, he's going to cost him a lot of pretty pennies. So he's probably going to need a little bit of financials to watch his P's and Q's. But I also want to open the phone to all of you again. So yes, it will be another call-in, Ask Us Anything. So what I'll do is, obviously, I'm going to be setting up, beginning the process of configuring everything a little bit before 7 o'clock Eastern time. I guess he said that's 8 o'clock MDT time in Canada and Newfoundland, whatever. Okay, you figure it out. Or it's also known as Atlantic time, okay? So, for you, this will be your chance to participate. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to interface both. That's right, both. We're going to have both phone and Google Hangouts together. Only because we don't know what Andrew is going to cost him a lot of pretty nickels to call me on regular phone line. So, I want to make sure that he has a backup plan as well. That means I have to rearrange my little studio area. I still like to sit on the couch. A lot of people have said that the couch makes them feel very warm and fuzzy inside, and I'm really glad to hear that. So it's been probably one of the better of the two sets. It's probably the most popular. It's got, a lot of that nice kind of informal feel to it. A lot of people like that. It helps them to relax. So I would like to try to use the informal set than the formal set, which isn't even, right now, isn't quite set up. It will be soon, hopefully. I'm going to have to move the lights into the other room and maybe put the green screen or blue screen on the back of the wall. Or I can leave it just the plain pickle bistle pink. It doesn't matter. It's just that the blue really looks good against my hair. In fact, my apartment almost ended up being painted completely navy blue, which is the same color as the backdrop. But I didn't want that. I explained to my landlord. I said, some time ago, I said I want to be able to have a color that's, helps people to feel at ease and relax and feel good about themselves. And if the wall were all blue, some people may not feel that well. Because some people are very sensitive to colors. It's called color therapy, and it's basically its effect is that certain colors have a certain impact on our perceptions or feelings. So, in my case, pink, beach, is a nice warm color, nice calming, soothing color. So that's why we use it. And I'm sure that a lot of other people probably feel the same way. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy to interface both a live stream going up on we're using 8 gram and sending it to Google Hangouts feed with him at the same time. I might have to seriously rein in the bits on the case of the 8 gram or on the Hangouts, because I don't want to have every single piece of data just clog up my internet connection with people phone calling in. Well, let's just use the phone, the iPhone. Oh, wait, you can't use using it to record. Exactly. And we give away the old 3GS, so that's not an option. And even if you had it, you still don't have enough charges to keep them both charged at the same time. Exactly. Okay, so we'll have to work on that. Michelle will do it. Michelle's always doing it. She's always got a brain in her head. It's always spinning like the little hamster in the cage. Until the hamster dies, and then Michelle dies. Pretty much, yeah. Alright, that's one topic. Another topic, I was reading an article on empaths. And I happen to, of course, I know I am an empath by nature. I'm just doing a report real quick here. Yeah, let's do it, okay. Of course, man, it's getting dry because it's getting to be winter time, so the moisture is not there anymore right now. So let me get to the main point here. they say the empaths are very sensitive to the emotions of animals, and sometimes they can sense the energy of objects. That's true. I mean, my skills, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer when it comes to this, because I kind of, haven't really honed my edge, if you will, as far as empathy. As a North American snow queen, I've honed my edge on weather. But I'm really close to my kitties, and I can tell, I can sense a lot of love and positive energy from both kitties. I can sense if a kitty's not happy. I can sense if a kitty is happy. I can sense that there's another kitty in the neighborhood that really wants me to be part of her life full time. But the problem is she is someone else's cat, and I know that family is struggling right now to make ends meet. So I gave her some food and stuff because I really do feel bad for her. But the truth is, I cannot take on 3 cats. It's just not practical. I got enough trouble just trying to keep the 2. Never mind taking on a 3rd, which is a female cat, and is more than likely is with kittens again. And so I don't really feel I'm ready to take on that kind of layer of aggravation of trying to take on a whole nother cat with kittens. I got enough trouble with the 2 boys, and that's enough I can handle right now. But I can tell you, like when I come home and Rusty's outside, especially when Rusty's outside, and I come home and I call his name, he comes in and he's always a greeting at me. His tail is whoop up all the way. He's happy, he's purring. I can feel his psychic energy, and it's like a nice warm shower. It's positive energy. It's the kind of energy I relish. And so yeah, I'm an empath. But since obviously I'm more attuned to my cats than I am to most people, I'm not saying I can't pick up vibes from people, because I can. Unfortunately, if the people are having really bad days, I get it. The emotions become my emotions, and that is when, like I explained to one of the staff here, is there's times when I really don't want to get involved in people's lives because their emotions become my emotions, and then it wears me out, and it makes me feel horrible that I can't help them. But in the case of this one person is, like I told her nicely, I says, he has made his own decision what he's going to do. He's an adult. He's not a child. He has the right to live free, as the Constitution of the United States says. The life, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And everybody has that. It's an inalienable right in the United States Constitution. It's just like I mentioned about the Section 8 voucher program is really a choice. Is it? If you're losing your liberty, and if you're losing your pursuit of happiness, it's not a positive choice I don't want to take. If you're comfortable living in a cardboard box, I'm not going to stop you, okay? That's what makes you happy. If I feel the vibes coming from you is, let me go back to my whirlpool, I'm comfortable there. And it's like, okay, that's fine. I can tell if a person's really comfortable if they're full of it. And most of the people I know that are homeless, some of them, and not say all of them because that's not true, there's gamuts of reasons why you're out there in the street. Some of them would try to tell you is, I really would kind of like to have a nice warm bed to sleep on, and have a place where I can eat my dinner and warm it up in the oven and stuff like that. But given the circumstances, it's just not economically feasible. That's a realist there. That's a realist. Versus some of the guys I've seen out there say is, I have all this money, I have all this resources, but I choose to live here this way. Then they can tell if they're telling the truth or not. If I sense that they're telling the truth, I'm not going to argue with them. Okay? I'm not going to argue with anybody anyway. At least not on purpose. Sometimes I do kind of let my feelings show, but I try not to. But like I said, with my cat, I can tell when they're happy, I can tell when they're sad, I can tell when something's bothering them. I'm not a cat, mind you, I'm just a human, okay? But I can sort of sense when something's bothering Rusty or Fame. And I may not necessarily understand it, I'm not a cat. So, there is that kind of, missing piece of communication between species. If I was a cat, I probably know more specifically, like Fame feels like he does, or Rusty feels like he does. But there's one thing I do know, and I have been able to pick up from Rusty, is that he's a very happy cat. and he enjoys the fact that he's got his freedoms to go outside when he chooses, and he doesn't feel like he's being controlled or manipulated as much as some cats are. And then he's also happy that he's been able to breed, and he's a father of at least 2 boys and a girl, and he has all the pleasures of a full adulthood associated to catdom. Unfortunately, it means there's also a lot of risks, unfortunately enough, but that's just the nature of the cat world. But the thing is that he treats me as an equal, not just as the feeder, not just as the cat box cleaner, but also as a part of his community of friends, and I appreciate that very much deep down.
Can I borrow some of that?
What's that?
Your milk.
You want some milk?
A little bit, yeah.
You can have a little bit of milk. Go ahead. Pour your cup. Anyway, so we just wanted to use some of my milk today. Unfortunately, we mislaid the other milk. I don't know where it went, but it was technically expired on Halloween.
That's all right. Thank you.
So it was still good, though. I'm talking about the milk that I had. This is new, so this isn't expired yet. I bring my own milk in the soup kitchen, but those of you who do not know that, because the soup kitchen only insists on using non-dairy powder creamer, and I can't drink that stuff on a regular basis because that stuff is just absolutely positively unacceptable to my guts. I can't use it. Once in a while I do, but not on an everyday basis. Okay. So what I'm just trying to say is that one of the things that empaths can do, we can sense the emotions of our pets and other animals around us. Now, here's a question you may be asking. Now I'm going to ask it. You know what that is? Okay. You're returning the satellite dish. Okay? You gave up Netflix. You gave up Hulu Plus. You can't, obviously... Why do you have a television in the living room in the first place when there's nothing to watch on it? Pretty good question. How about this? It's also my shelf for all of my stuff. Okay? It's a shelf for the camera, my Christmas tree. And yeah, I do plug my iPhone in. I watch YouTube videos on it. And things like that. I'm not the only one who kind of gave up the television. I didn't mean to give it up completely. It's just that, come on. 80, 90, 120 plus a month for satellite service? Are you kidding me? That's how much that's how many months worth of food this sets for me? That's one whole month of groceries right there. $140 going out to someone else just to watch reruns, repeats, and it's not exactly what I call a good deal. Ever. Okay? So am I going to get rid of the TV completely? Well, I'm not paying for it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay somebody else to watch reruns on TV. Sorry, I can go ahead and I can go get a DVD from from the Red Box if I'm really interested, or I can go to the library and pick up a documentary DVD and bring it home and watch it there. I don't have to sit there and feel like I am going to have to watch, pay $150+ a month just to watch reruns. That's stupid. But I did get a chance to kind of keep up with the Once Upon a Time series. I didn't get up beyond, I think, episode 4 yet. I do know that there's another season of Worst Cooks in America, which I did not get a chance to see yet. I miss my Amber Bronner. You know who you are, Miss Bronner from the Redlands, California. Yeah, although I'm kind of more like Sarah. So what's her name there? Sarah. Season 6. Yeah, me and Sarah are pretty much similar. Hair color anyway, and the way we react. She's maybe a little more flighty than me, but you know what? It's okay. I don't really care one way or another. But anyway, I'm going to put this on yourlisting.com too. It turns out that Your Listing is doing better right now than the YouTube. And I want to explain why reasons I think the audio works out better than the video. One, in audio, you don't use your video graphics on your phone or on your computer, so you use less energy. Number 2, it uses less processor resources because it takes less work to decode an MP4 than it is to decode an MP3, then it does to decode an MP4 and then send it to your video driver, which then has to re-decode it again into video card specific details. Okay? Number 3, you could be doing other things at the same time you're listening to an audio. Try doing that while watching TV, even watching videos. Let's say, for example, you're doing some sewing, or you're doing some knitting, or you're cleaning your house. It's easy to do with the radio, isn't it? You don't have to worry about trying to focus on watching the characters in the screen, because if there's anything important, in the case of like a radio drama or radio serial, the producer is going to make sure you know what's going on, because of maybe a process of foreshadowing, or by having a narration that's narrating and explaining what's going on in the background, or the characters doing some character dialogue explaining what they're going to do. This is another thing where audio rocks and rolls, baby. Okay, now, another thing, it takes less resources. If you happen to be using, say, for example, an audio streaming plan on your phone, or even on some home cable internet, and they're telling you that you only can download so many gigabytes in a single month, you can download more than 15, 20 times more audio and video audio programs than video programs. Big time. I mean, even through like a half-hour video program, it still takes about 500, 400, 500 megabytes. I know, because I do a lot of uploading. Of course, that's a high resolution, and that's setting it up maximum resolution MP4 for 30 minutes. But we're not going to use it as an example. Our audio program, my programs are all, 50, 60 megabytes for the same program. That's pretty cool. That saves a lot of resources. Number 6, it doesn't take no rocket scientist to see that the radio is less distracting than video. You ever tried to actually, as I said, when you're doing housework, you can focus on your housework and just have the radio on as a little sideline and never really make a big deal to you. Number 7, it uses less energy. Same as using less processor power and less video energy for getting the video card to display. If you're listening to a simple phone like an iPhone HES, or even an Android phone, or even a Motorola Razr or whatever, it's not going to take so much resources to do that. So that's going to mean that you're going to be able to get more out of your battery. And if you are actually using a desktop computer, that means the same thing, that your processor doesn't have to work as hard. So you're going to be able to get more done for less resources. Number 7. For the legally blind, radio is our main form of communications. We listen to our world more than we watch it, especially for the totally blind. We don't watch the world around us, we listen to our world around us. But unfortunately for number 8, if you're deaf, then you're stuck. Then you have to use video, because you can't listen to audio unless somebody is translating the program into American Sign Language for you, so you can hear what they're saying. Or, unfortunately, for radio, then you have to listen, and you might need to get into the video and watch for the closed captions, or reading the lips. As a person who has hearing loss and eyesight loss, I'm kind of into both camps, but if I have to choose apples to apples, I'd rather choose the audio medium than the video for everyday communications. And let's be honest, number 7, take this video. Do we really need to do video? This is such a boring video. It's not much of a graphical intensive. It's just you're seeing my freaking face. Why couldn't I just go ahead, set the microphone, and then just go ahead and record the soundtrack? And wouldn't that be just as good? Oh, really? Come on. Let's be serious. Number 8 is there's less post-production and pre-production involved with radio programs. It takes a lot less work to do when we're talking about these kind of programs. If you're talking about something like radio dramas, of course, there's still less work. There's no makeups, there's no cosmology, there's no lighting issues, there's no cameraman. But that does not mean you still don't have script writers, and it still means that you still have actors and actresses to tell the story. Because obviously you need that, the voice talent. But that means it's a lot less work for them too, because they don't have to worry about the makeup, they don't have to worry about looking good. You can have a person that looks like that doesn't look very appealing, but you can have the greatest voice on radio, and that's what you're gonna want. You're gonna want this nice, deeper, nice, rich tones of voice. I love old radio shows when the men have voices like this, and they're so deep and resonant. I love that. I really do. I miss that. I don't see that in TV much. Another thing, the women radio. You girls got it together, girls. Every time I listen to you guys, you're so talented. So many of today's young ladies can't even do half the stuff you can do. Some of you girls can act them out of a bag. You know, you're so creative. So what we're going to do, and yes, I am going to, don't mess me around, guys. I haven't figured this out yet, okay? I really would love to do not only YouTube live stream of Ask Us Anything, but how about your listing live stream of Ask Us Anything? That's right. Why not both? We could have both. Sure, why not? You're not going to be able to see Andrew Plain's face in the phone, because obviously the phone's doing the taping. So there we go. All new technology for you. Hi, have fun. It's okay. Go make more. Anyway, for now, I'm going to let you go. And we'll talk more about these topics soon. Maybe even tonight, maybe even Friday. Please, do me a favor, though. Don't forget, you guys have got to get your questions in by Friday. Okay? Sorry. Even if we are going to be having a live open lines, you still would be best to get your questions in advance because that's a normal routine. So here's how you do it. You can put the questions in the comment section below here, or you can email them to bichela3@gmail.com, or of course you can mail them to Lumich. You use them just as much as I do. That's LUMIFINISTRA@gmail.com. Or if you rather send by U.S. mail using the Edward Snowden suggestions, okay, why not? Or is it WikiLeaks? Assange here, he suggested. I think Assange did this. You can always send it by U.S. mail, the Postal Service, to MicheleMarieDalene. That's MicheleMarieDalene, 112 Main Street. That's 112 Main Street, apartment number 9. In Winstead, WINSTD. The zip code, the state is CT. The zip code is 06098. And the country is the United States of America. And also, we would love to have donations. If you guys can help, please help to offset the operating costs. It would really go really far. To do that, you just want to send them to either bichela3@gmail.com or bichela3@yahoo.com. Those are the two PayPal addresses you can send them to. We also have a GoFundMe and a Patreon site, which I have not updated in ages. I don't even know if they're still valid anymore. We are going to have to go ahead and do a new update on those as well. We will get that today. We'll get to it this week. And don't forget, for those of you who want to participate in the Ask Us Anything Live, it will be Saturday starting at 7 p.m. Friday night starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, you notice I said Eastern. I did not say Eastern Daylight or Eastern Standard because the sad truth is I don't know which one we're on right now. I never know. So just say Eastern Time. If you know I'm in Connecticut, you know that means either it's going to be 7 o'clock or it might be, you might see it's 8 o'clock. If you happen to come at 8 o'clock and it's really 7, well, guess what? You're still going to hear something. And if you happen to catch it, you come in at 7 o'clock and there's nothing on, then you know that you got to go ahead and wait another hour, guys, and then I'll be on. And that's just the way we have to do it right now. Working on all the everything day by day things in our lives. And obviously, I had a good chance yesterday to really to unwind and take a mental Delcolax and just basically just left all my worries in the equivalent of the ash pin of the mind. In other words, I just threw everything away. I just said, I don't want to deal with any of this old crap, so I just basically just cleaned up my head and that's where I am. So I'm all cleaned out now. I'm all purged, okay? Likewise, I'm trying to do the same thing for my gastrointestinal tract as well, which is to finally get things to kind of settle down. That's a whole nother video. We can talk about that all day long about that, but I'm not going to go through that right now because my battery's starting low. So I'm going to let you go. But don't forget, I want to hear from you. Please do not be forgetting to send questions, comments, suggestions, kudos, loves, hates, whatever. Why not? You can even send photos if you really think it's important to send me a picture of you. or along with your letters or whatever, I will love to see you all happy too. And that's what we do. I work on these videos because I feel that there's more to life than just somebody sitting around on a green striped couch against a Pepto-Bismol wall with stuffed animals surrounding me. Of course, those are the things that make me feel good, and that's just the way it is. That's why, as I said, the informal studio is a more relaxing place because you feel like you're in your comfort zone. Some of you have other comfort zones, that's fine. Everybody has their own place that they call their space. Even the Beach Boys sing about it, called In My Room. So, yeah. Or in this case, if we updated the song, they could say in my space or in my apartment, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.